Direct News TV. March 27, 2024. Israel's war on Gaza live, Rafah bombing intensifies despite UN truce call. Attacks continue and the situation on the ground remains dire despite a UN Security Council resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza during Ramadan, an Al Jazeera correspondent says. Israel is losing political cover and protection even in the Security Council, and the US is unable to impose its will on the international community, Hamas says. Hezbollah threatens to respond to Israeli attack on emergency center. Hezbollah has vowed to retaliate to an Israeli attack in southern Lebanon that killed at least 7 people. We affirm categorically and inevitably that this aggression will not pass without response and punishment, said Hezbollah, according to Lebanon's An-Nahar media. The Israeli attack in southern Lebanon's Al-Habariya area killed 7 rescuers in an emergency center, according to an official with Lebanese political and armed group Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya. Israel claimed the strike killed a central terrorist associated with Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya who was in the building. Horrific accounts as Israel continues attacks from north to south. Israel is ramping up its military attacks, in particular here in Rafah. Over the past couple of hours, we have been recording multiple airstrikes that targeted 3 residential houses. This shows that Rafah is no longer safe for more than 1.5 million Palestinians displaced here. Attacks continued elsewhere in Gaza as well, including Jabalia refugee camp. There have been horrific eyewitness accounts of Palestinians trying to flee Israel's ongoing siege of Al-Shifa hospital, reporting that the forces destroyed much of the area, turning it into a graveyard. Some families are still trapped there after more than a week, living in unbearable conditions. Israeli military confirms attack on Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya target in southern Lebanon. Israel said its warplanes attacked a site in southern Lebanon where a central terrorist associated with the Lebanese political and armed group Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya was located, along with other terrorists who were in the building. The target of the Israeli airstrike had promoted plots towards Israeli territory and was eliminated, the military said in a post on social media. News agencies reported earlier on Wednesday that 7 people were killed in an Israeli attack on an emergency response center run by Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya in southern Lebanon's Al-Habariya area. The emergency responder group described the attack as a heinous crime, the AFP news agency reports. 12 rescue workers were in the emergency response center when it was attacked, AFP said. Pentagon chief says civilian death toll in Gaza far too high. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has told Israel's defense minister the safety of civilians in Rafah is a top priority. Yoav Gallant traveled to the Pentagon for the in-person meeting on Tuesday. Israel says it is planning a ground offensive in the southernmost city of the Gaza Strip, where more than 1 million displaced Palestinians have been forced to seek shelter. That's despite concerns from the United States and the international community. Al Jazeera's Paddy Culhane has more at the Pentagon. Further confirmation of 7 killed in Israeli attack on South Lebanon Emergency Center. Corroborating reports from earlier, an official with the Lebanese political and armed group Al-Jamaah al-Islamiyya has told the AFP news agency that 7 people were killed in an Israeli strike on an emergency response center in southern Lebanon's Al-Habariya area. The official, speaking on condition of anonymity, said 7 rescuers were killed in the strike, which the Jamaah Islamiyya's emergency response group described as a heinous crime. 12 rescue workers were in the emergency center when it was attacked, AFP said, quoting a second official with the group. Victims of the attack are being removed from the rubble, the official told AFP. The Reuters news agency earlier quoted 2 unnamed security officials who reported the deaths of 7 people in an Israeli attack. Israel's military said late on Tuesday that it had launched attacks deep in Lebanon. If you're just joining us, it's 7 a.m., 5 o'clock GMT, in the occupied Palestinian territory and Israel. Here are the main developments from overnight. At least 3 people have been killed in early morning bombing raids by Israel on 2 houses in Rafah city's Kirbet al-Adas and Ash-Sha'out neighborhoods, Wafa reports. Israeli forces have shot and killed a 19-year-old Palestinian in Jenin, while 4 other Palestinian youths have been shot in the town of Kabatiyah, south of Jenin. The Israeli military has bombed southern Lebanon, killing at least 7 people, new agencies report. Israel's defense minister Gallant has said neither Israel nor Hamas will govern Gaza after the war and that a local alternative must be found. The Qatar Foreign Ministry has said talks are ongoing in Doha on a ceasefire for captives deal, despite earlier reports that the Israeli delegation has left Qatar. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.